Hello, doctors to be, and welcome back to Med School, the series where I tell you how to be a medic in Team Fortress 2. And this heavy's gonna help me for a few seconds with his skull over his head and his peeling skin, because he is Terminator heavy. You can tell. You can tell by his, that's actually a custom skin I put into the game. That's not something you can do in the game. Anyway, today we are going to be going over the basics of playing medic. Now, this is if you haven't heard of Team Fortress 2, you haven't played Team Fortress 2, if you've never played medic in general. This is going to be for you. It's going to be how medic works. So, very, very core concept. Medics rely on their secondary weapons, right? So this here, this is the medic gun. Now, I hesitate to call it a gun, but that's its name. This does not shoot bullets, does not light people on fire, does not shoot rockets, doesn't do insta-kills, doesn't do any of that. What this gun does, when you click on the teammate, it heals them. Now, it's a pretty quick process. A relatively quick process, but for those heals to constantly be applied, you have to stick with your teammate that you're healing, and that's really where the whole issue of being medic comes in. If you want to keep a teammate alive, you actually have to be with them on the thick of the battlefield, right? So see here, we have to charge through the front lines if I actually want to keep this heavy alive, and keeping heavy alive is important. We'll go over the Ubercharge later. That's what this is right here. We'll go over that later. But that's really where the issue comes in, because when you're on the front line, you're thinking about people that are attacking you from the front. You aren't thinking about people. You aren't thinking about spies behind you. You aren't thinking about snipers in the corners. It's kind of a tunnel vision sort of thing. You're focused on who's shooting you and your teammate. So it's excuse me, it's a little distracting. But a good medic can always keep his eyes around him. He can be his eyes for, say, Heavy. Heavy has to always be concentrated on who's shooting him. He has to be concentrated on killing people. But you as a medic, since you don't have to be directly looking at someone to heal them, you can be turning around looking for spies behind you, looking for people trying to sneak up on you, like maybe scouts or something like that. You can always be on the lookout and sort of be the eyes in the back of the head for your heavy or soldier or pyro, whoever you're healing, really. Now, I'll say your biggest enemies as a medic are probably going to be snipers and spies. Reason being, you really have to watch out for them because they can just one-shot you. Since you have 150 health, that means one headshot from a sniper can kill you. Same with the backstab. I mean, one backstab for any class kills it. But, if you have that 100% Ubercharge built up and you get headshotted, you are going to rage. So you really need to watch out for that. You really need to watch out for that. Now, as a medic, I'd say probably before you want to start playing this class, I would recommend getting a microphone so you can communicate with your team and whoever you're healing, because otherwise it's a little difficult to sort of coordinate when you're going to push, when you're going to hold back, when you want someone to keep attacking, when you need someone to back you up, because obviously you're not in offensive class. Someone starts attacking you, you need a teammate to help you out, right? But anyway, as for Ubercharges here, you can see that little bar just got right up to 100% right now. Now, what Ubercharges do, there's a few things they can do, and it depends on which medigun you have. With the standard medigun, once you get that Ubercharge up to 100%, you do so by healing people. It slowly builds up over time while you heal people. Once you get it up to 100%, you can right-click once you're attached to someone, and the two of you become invulnerable for about 12 seconds, I want to say. I believe it's something like 10 or 12 seconds. It's going to be something like that. So during those 12 seconds or 10 seconds or whatever, you cannot be hurt by anything. Not backstabs, not flames, not rockets, not bullets. You still can be separated if a pyro comes up and air blasts you away from your partner, but you'll still be invulnerable. Just your partner won't. You have to be attached to them for the effect to last. Now here I have an alternate medigun. This is called the Kritzkrieg. This does not make you invulnerable once you deploy your Ubercharge. What this does is it grants whoever you're healing 100% crits for about the same amount of time as the normal Ubercharge. Now, I prefer this for offense, which is exactly what we're on right now. I'm not sure why that soldier didn't kill me. But we're on offense. So, say we come up with the sentry gun, or we come against the sentry gun. If our team's having a lot of trouble with that, an Ubercharge isn't really going to help as much because you can still be pushed. Level 3 sentries are really good at pushing people back sometimes. If you're, let's say, Ubercharging a demo man, right? And you're trying to get into a room with the level 3 sentry, you're trying to destroy it. Once you walk through that door, it might push you back, and you might never actually get into that room, except for just a few seconds. might be a little difficult to actually destroy that. So even though you're... I was having fun with the mouse wheel. Even though you're invulnerable, you still won't be able to destroy it sometimes. So with the crit scree, you can actually do it more quickly. If you're careful about it, you won't die. So you just... Yeah, I feel like crit scree on offense needs a little more strategy, and cooperation, of course. But it's a lot more helpful in my opinion. And of course, you've got people bunched together. It's going to be a lot more convenient if you're able to just kill them more quickly, in my opinion. Now, if you're on defense, normal medigun is the way to go, I feel, because that invulnerability you can walk up to the... I'm sorry, I have such a hard time saying that word. Invulnerability. There we go. You can walk up to the point or the payload cart and just block them and not even have to worry about dying, and there's a domination. Good stuff, good stuff. So you really have to watch out for spies. That one was using Deadringer there. Back off before he ambassadors me. But it all depends on the situation, of course. You can use crit scree on defense or normal medigun on offense. It's whatever you want to do, really. This is just how I prefer to do it. How I prefer. Now, what else is there? Yeah, so like I said, you have to watch out for spies, really. So you always want to be turning around like that. I don't know, I guess I was distracted. I was being sandwiched there. I had a soldier in the front and a spy behind me. I didn't get backstabbed, but I did get killed by that soldier, which was slightly unfortunate, but what can you do? Now, your medigun also extinguishes people, so if someone's on fire, you can go ahead and heal them. They get doused in about 2 to 3 seconds, which is quite a bit shorter than the time it usually takes for them to not be on fire. Also, you really, at all times, want to... Well, let's see. If it's possible, try and be around the corner, because you don't have to be directly behind the person you're healing to actually heal them. So, I believe I do it right now. Or I was doing it earlier, definitely. If you have a soldier or a demo like this, or a sniper even, if you so desire, that sniper has full range of who he wants to kill. You can still heal them when you're behind the corner like this. So even though you're not able to be targeted, you can still heal someone who's able to be targeted. So that's a good tip for staying alive. Also, try and have your back against the wall as much as possible to prevent backstabs. Sometimes, even if you're a really good medic, you just forget to look behind you. Sometimes it's just easy to do. Can't be looking behind you 100% of the time. So, if you have your back against the wall, it makes it a lot more difficult for spies to actually backstab you, and sometimes impossible. So, there's a tip for you. I'm just looking at the scoreboard there. We're almost there on the last point. Pretty close, just a few minutes left. That's really about the basics for the medic. You can use whichever syringe gun you want. They're really not that strong. Same with the saws, really not that strong. Uber saw is probably the way to go. The only reason I'm not using Uber saw in this video is because I don't have it at the moment. Since I used to be in trading, I gave my Uber saw away. So, for shame, I cry Everton. But that's the basics for now. I'm just going to go ahead and end the round. Oh, also, as far as assists go, you won't really be getting a lot of kills as a medic, but if you are healing someone while they get a kill, you get the assist for it. That's how you're going to be getting most of your points as a medic. You also get a point for extinguishing teammates, and I think, don't quote me, but I think you get a point on the scoreboard for deploying an Uber charge. But I could be wrong. Could be wrong. That's about it. I think we are actually about to win. In just a second, you can see the carts being pushed there. All that good jazz. So I'm going to say goodbye for now. I hope you guys enjoyed, and next time we'll actually go over some more advanced, interesting stuff. So, I hope you all have a great day. Have fun medicing, or whichever class you prefer. There I am, top score, or second top score. I'll take it as a medic. That's pretty decent. And down I go. So, see you guys later.